It's me, Oracle Brigette. I've already been live a lot today. I'm in my most comfortable wear. I just got home from teaching, and I don't have a lot of time to be here, but I do have a message that I do want to share. I want to get it out. It's a message about demons. Okay, so you ready for the message? Demons can only affect us through other people. Demons can only affect us when channeled. They can't actually affect us on the physical plane. Demons have zero pull on the physical plane. Humans are the masters of time and space on the physical plane. So take a deep breath with that. Demons cannot affect us unless they're being channeled through a person. You're a person, so keep that in mind. Demon can affect you if you channel it. It's not the only way that we can be affected by demonic energies. It's just, I want you to know that because of the matrix, because of the programming that we were raised on, that was inundated onto us starting at birth. Most of us, at least. Some of us have both parents. Because of that programming, it's going to feel extremely natural to behave in a way that naturally gives demonic energies and entities access to your field. Like, not to be too, let me just say, it's as if it's like teaching kids how to get kidnapped. Watching shows that teach kids how to get kidnapped. It's like, wait, what? Why would you want to teach them that? Watching shows that teach kids how to self-sabotage when you grow up, and that the way to be an adult is to self-sabotage and be low vibrational. It's the best way I can describe it. So demons, demonic energy cannot influence you unless it is being channeled through a person, and you are a person. I'm just spiraling through this light code as people come in the room. I feel like I'm on like a little mini digital soapbox sharing the message. Demons can only affect you if they're being channeled through a person. You are a person. So you can channel demonic energy too, to affect a person, or at least to attempt to affect a person. So now we go deeper. We know that we can simply use our own personal magic to say, I do not consent to any external energies influencing my energy field, and boom, and then I am protected. And then the previous thing I just said is null and void. So then it's like the only way, the thing I didn't say is null and void. The only way demons can interact with you. That's a better word. I just clarified the light code. The only way that demons can interact with you is when channeled through a human. The only ways demons can interact with you is when channeled through a human. You are a human. Because of the matrix and the programming that we were raised on, we were taught to think and behave and speak in a way that innately attracts demonic energies and entities. Because the matrix is innately low vibrational and dark. And so, as you raise your vibration, you may acknowledge when a demonic entity energy is in your presence and is attempting to attach onto your field and offer what a demonic entity will do is it will float on the outside of your auric field and it will plant seeds of whatever it is. Depression, doubt, jealousy, whatever the fuck demon it is that's there. Of the demon of holding grudges, like, it'll be there and it'll just be planting seeds in the little quantum field. It's not actually a quantum field. They're not in the quantum field. It's interesting because you've got your field, you've got the quantum field, you've got your quantum aura rather, and then you've got the quantum field, the space between you and another's quantum aura, which is where manifestation occurs. But on a lower vibrational level, it's just like this astral plane that the lower vibrational entities travel on that is directly connected to 3D Earth, because that's the 2D, this second dimensional plane, that's that astral plane. The third dimensional plane is the hell on Earth. So demons may be able to energetically be around in this plane, but they cannot interact with us unless they're being channeled through a human. Cannot interact with us unless they're being channeled through a human. So, initially the light code I started with I said affect you. And then as I raised my vibration and got deeper into the light code, I realized, oh no, it's interact with you. Because just because something can interact with me and may attempt to interact with me does not mean it innately affects me. Because I proclaim that no external energies can influence my energy field in any way, and so it is. With that said, now we know we are sovereign. So that doesn't change the light code. Other people might still be influenced by low vibrational energies. Other people might still be demonically influenced. So keep that in mind. So you've got these demonic energies and entities that are floating outside of your energy field, planting these little seeds. So if you are willing to lower your vibration from your quantum state into your hell on earth 3D state, that means you're one step away from the astral plane where the demons roam. In 5D, demons don't have access. They are not high vibrating enough. In 4D, it depends on where you are on the bridge. It's really beautiful. Like the image that Spirit gives me is like the fourth dimension is a bridge, and it's a representation of the scale, but it also is a representation of something that takes you from here to there. And Spirit says again, it doesn't matter what your vibration is. Once you get into the fourth dimension, just get there. Just get there, and Spirit will take you the rest of the way to the fifth dimension. So they're planting these low vibrational seeds in your field, these demonic entities. But if you never lower your vibration to align with it, then you don't embody them. Instead, you're like, oh, okay. I sense the potential to have a shitty day. I sense the potential. I feel like, maybe old me would have responded in this situation in this manner. So I feel the potential to behave in this way. However, how I choose to behave is sovereign. There's a separation between you and the external energy. I cannot repeat anything. I'm sorry, I'm channeling. There's a separation between you and the energy that is you, that is a manifestation of you raising your vibration enough to be able to feel the difference between you and the energy around you. When you are not high vibrational enough to protect yourself in your energy field, you won't have full access to understanding the difference between you and the energy around you, because your angels and your ancestors, not your ancestors, excuse me, your angels and your spirit guides rather, are working really hard in protecting you. And so they're like, stay out of the room if you're not going to help. Now, I don't really feel like anyone here is in that place. Most of y'all here are pretty woke. So if you're pretty woke, then that's going to mean you've got higher self embodied, and you are completely able to sense this separation. You are completely able to sense the separation of understanding the difference between your aura and the emanation of your energy and any seeds that may be planted on the astral plane next to your energy field. Just because there's the potential to behave a certain way does not mean it's the only potential. And sometimes the most obvious behavior, depending on your vibration, if you are right at the low end of the fourth dimension, you're about to pop into that third dimension, it's true. It's tricky. So we never can feel like we're done. We never get to feel like, I'm just going to fucking relax and just do shit. There has to be a constant presentness within. Even when I'm having fun, I'm still tapping in. There's never a time, reason, excuse, solution that involves leaving your body and leaving it to be a vessel, to be affected by the external energies. Because when that happens, when you go out of body as a trauma response or as a form of dissociating, your vibration slowly lowers as you have less and less consciousness and light in your body. And naturally, your vibration lowers all until it reaches the hell on earth plane. And then you can be possessed by demons. You can literally become possessed. So be present, be vigilant, and participate in every experience. I'm not telling you you have to like communicate right away. Mercury is still retrograde. But be vigilant in how you're feeling. Be willing to experience that fully. That's where a lot of truth is going to be. But understand, if you're out of body, then you're not in your aura. So you might be feeling the demons all around you, and you will be more susceptible. The thing that sucks about disassociating and going out of body, especially as some kind of like trauma response that's programmed in that doesn't even protect you because you're not actually being traumatized anymore. It's just habitual patterns of behavior and perceiving from past situations where you were being traumatized. So these kind of things, we go out of body, we leave, we dissociate because we don't want to participate. When we come back in, we got to do the work over again. The body, unfortunately, does not keep vibrating high if you exit. Instead, it slowly descends low when you exit. And that's when you get all your new entity attachments. You come back into body and it's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? No energy, no, let me be more specific, no demon can interact with you unless it's being channeled through a human being. And you are a human being. You are a human being. So you have the ability to channel anything. So let's talk on the amazingness of human beings and how we can channel for a second, okay? We are amazing because we have our soul in our body, and even though we have our soul in our body, we're still kind of like a radio. So yeah, we can tune frequencies and we can receive frequencies and transmit frequencies that are not our own if we want to. That's how people can stay who they are and channel other species or beings or entities or angels, which I don't like to do, but other people do. So it's amazing. They're not being possessed when they're channeling. They're not being possessed. The soul is still present. The soul is still present when someone is channeling like angels and things like that. The soul is still present. That's what's incredible about humans, that we get to keep our whole self and we get to communicate multidimensionally. There's no way to help anyone if they have dark entities attached except for the basics, such as burning sage, smudging, doing energy clearing in the spaces that you share with them, or when you're in their physical space. You can clear the energy of their space, which will make it a little easier for them to facilitate their own demon exiting. You can also shine your love light. But no, babe, you don't want to be that exorcist. Because when their dark entities come out, they get triggered. And it's word vomit. It's not enjoyable. You're usually going to be attacked verbally, emotionally, one way or another, because the demon's coming out. The way they channeled it in, it became influenced them and nestled into their field, it needs to exit. So I don't recommend even wanting to. I always recommend shining and being your best self and being an example for others. So it's like, I'm not going to tell people what to do. I mean, unless they come on my spiritual guidance page. I'm not going to tell people what to do. I'm just going to be me. And sometimes people have been like, how are you so happy? Like, what do you do? Or whatever. Other times it's me knowing that I just want to be me and my highest vibrational self, so people know there are other options. So I guess that's my advice for you, is be you in your highest vibrational self, so people know there are other options, so that it's just gonna like leave a imprint on their mind, on their memory a little bit. They're gonna be like, you know, I met this bank teller the other day, and there's something about her. Or it might even be more subconscious, and it might just, your soul, your subconscious might be like, ooh, I interacted with a different energy frequency that I had never previously known was available to me, but it is definitely more efficient and healthy, and so I'm going to start to attune to that now that I found it. Your energy field is highly intelligent. It is only your human and your free will that holds you back. Your energy field and your physical body both want ascension, both want the evolution. It is literally only your free will that is holding you back. Choice, what you choose. Demons cannot interact with you unless they're being channeled through a human. You are a human. When you channel an energy, you are not becoming possessed by the energy or the entity. You stay in your body and you're able to channel it through. That's what makes being a multidimensional human amazing. There's a different thing though, disassociating. Going at a body as a habitual fear or trauma response that at one point in your life was something that did protect you, but now there's no more reason for it. It's not helping you with anything, but it continues to perpetuate and lower your vibration, because when you start to activate these fear patterns, what it is programming of you dissociating, soul exiting your body, and in the time that the soul is not enmeshed in the body, the vibration of the human body lowers. So if you were in the upper 5D, the upper echelon of 5D, 4D is what I meant to say. If you're in the upper echelon of 4D, and then you decide that you're triggered and you don't want to face whatever's coming up in you, so you exit mentally, and you just hope your body can just like figure it out, and your mind will just figure it out so you don't have to participate. Know that another energy fills in the negative space when you exit. You can be possessed if you're not here. Like if someone's dissociating, they can't channel a message while they're dissociating. The brain wouldn't even cognitively consider that option. If you're here embodied, you might be inspired to channel a message. If you're dissociated and your soul is out of body, it's a vacant space. You can certainly come back to your body, because no one ever fully dissociates. That's death. That's when you die. Your soul fully leaves your body, you fully disembody. So it's still your body, you still own it. It's just that when you come back, it's gonna be lower. It's not necessarily gonna feel better at all. And you're gonna have new energies to hack away at. I mean, or not, babe, honestly. Some people can clear energy very quickly. And that's why they dissociate. And that's why they spoil themselves and they don't have good spiritual discipline, because they know how to clear the energy. And so they're like, fuck it. Let me be a shithead for a bit. I'll just burn some sage later and ask Jesus to forgive me. I'm not sure that's how it goes. I'm just not sure if that's how it goes. You guys know I've never gotten my nails done professionally. I was raised by a frugal Argentinian woman, very intense, very DIY. Vivacious. Love her so much. I was just talking to her on the phone today. Come on. Sorry guys, not you, the nail. So, I think I'm going to spiral through that channel message one more time and then I'm going to go. Okay? A demonic entity cannot interact with you unless it is channeled through a human. You are a human. If you are not present in your body because you are disassociating, disembodying, because you just don't want to participate, you are actively lowering your vibration of your physical body and you are making it susceptible to demonic attachments. So when you come back into body, you just got a lot more fucking cleansing to do. I keep changing my mind about the shape I want my nails to be. I'm like, pointy, no round. Pointy, no round. We're gonna go with taper round. I had beautiful long nails. And then one nail broke. And then like later of all the other nails to break, it was the same guaf nail that was already the short one. So it was like ridiculous. Like even when I was like scratching my cat, I felt like I had a gap tooth of my hand because it was like nails, glue, nails. So I'm just giving in, bringing them all back down. So, yeah. So that was my message for you. I'm not going to save this or anything. Just really felt the fire in my soul to go live and to let you guys know about that and to remind you about that. As long as you're present, it's your body, baby. You're in control. You're going to be able to sense the potential to allow a demonic energy to influence you. The potential. But the higher your vibration is, the more it's like, really, sweetie? Really? I've got this whole beautiful day ahead of me. I've got this whole beautiful life ahead of me. And you think that I'm going to let getting my sock wet when you have a sock on your foot and then you step in water on the floor? You think I'm going to let that ruin my whole day? Kiss my ass. I feel good about this hand. So, do yourself a favor and start to have a different relationship with the energy around you and the things that you consider your influences on your behaviors and your emotions and your thoughts. There will be a spark that happens before you have a thought. Hair in my ear. Ugh. Spark that happens before you have a thought. Notice if that comes from outside of you or within you. Understand that demons don't attach to your mind or your body. I mean, they can, but if you're on my page, that's not what you're dealing with. We're talking about attachments on your energy field. Energy, negative entities attach to your energy field or try to influence your energy field, and then you choose to be influenced and you choose to change your behavior to reference that lower vibration. It's not a demon doing it. Those are your thought forms that you built because you allowed yourself to be influenced by the demon. It's okay, I do it too. Spirit's talking to me too. So have patience for yourself. Every day you're gonna realize, wow, can't believe I have had this demonic thought pattern in my mind this whole time. This is not a thought pattern that I would birth myself. If you're one of those people who feel like you've got multiple voices in your head, you've got multiple versions of you in your head that are always fighting, notice the ones that are like saying the craziest shit, that is the low vibrational demonic shit. Notice those and start to alienate them. Look at them and be like, who just said that? One of them is like, maybe you should just jump off a bridge. You like, all the voices in your head stop. Sweetie, are you okay? No, we're not gonna do that. You gotta have control over the realm of your mind. That if an aberrant thought occurs, that you don't agree with in your soul, you can face it and say, oh no, baby, this isn't that kind of place. It doesn't even matter where it came from at that point. As soon as you can look at it and face it, it's not yours. We are born into, if you're over the age of 18, you're born into the matrix, into the programming. But the soul is still present. And the body is the slave of the soul. They tried to trick us with the programming to not think about the soul and to not think the soul was a thing and think that our truth and what we need and what we want is outside of us, when it's all already here. It's all already here, slowly uncovering itself to us. So it's a process. I feel a lot better. Thanks for holding space for me. If you were here for the whole video, you know I repeated a lot of light codes a couple times. I feel like I have one more thing to say before I go. In terms of spiritually and mentally, if it's going on here, then it's by choice. Emotionally, on the other hand, it's different. How we respond to the emotions, that's by choice. Spiritually and emotionally, that's all by choice. Oh, spiritually and mentally, I meant to say. That's all by choice. Okay? Choice. If things are occurring, you're allowing it. So I hope those light codes can help. I know I'm done now because my energy just dropped. So I'm going to pick it back up. I'm sending you so much love, and I hope this could help. Those of you who just came in, don't worry. We talked a little bit about demons and stuff, but if you weren't here for the message, it just wasn't meant to be, and it's totally fine. So just, take a deep breath and know that I love you. I love you. I hope you have a beautiful evening. I probably won't be back later, but you never know what Spirit wants. So take care. Love on yourself. Remember these things I've told you. And have a beautiful night. Love you too.